It's screaming in the cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the others.
Alrighty, I think we're live. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are back into PowerWash Simulator. We're going to try to finish up the Wallace and Gromit DLC for the game. And I've got Jureus helping me today.
Hello.
And congratulations on being the first like, Dragon Lord. And hello, Johnny.
Like.
You was the first like.
No, I think you would.
Okay, and hello, Johnny. So yeah, this is what we ended up on, and we never got around to finishing it. So we're gonna finish this and do the last one. I think there's one more area after this.
One more again.
One more again. Hi, SCP-049. Guess who I'm cosplaying as today?
Scorpio.
Wallace.
Scorpion.
You're gonna be Wallace. Or maybe Gromit. Ooh, I bet you're gonna be Gromit.
He's cosplaying as Santa Claus and he's brought us gifts. Hello, Darlene.
Yay! Hi, Darlene. Sweet Darlene. She's the apple of my eye.
I thought I was the apple in your eye.
She's the other apple of my eye. I got a lot of eyes and apples.
I'm the Granny Smith apple of your eye.
I do love Granny Smith.
Yeah, I do too. Hello, Nancy. Greetings from your new phone.
Well, hello. Are you aware that it says Nancy?
Nancy
sweet
Pants.
Sweet Nancy.
Nancy Pants.
And I'm glad you got a new phone, my sweet treat. I missed you.
Ex-military member.
He's an ex-military member. Oh.
Fictional or for reals?
I'm not good at guessing.
The Punisher. I love the Punisher. Be glad when they make another season or another Punisher. I love the Netflix Punisher.
Oh, these little puff balls here are hard to clean. He has a game series on him.
Oh,
Ex-military.
a game series on him. Is Snake? Is he ex-military? I don't know.
John Cena. No, just kidding.
Sam Fisher. I would say Metal Gear, Snake. I don't know if he's
Why am I
ex-military,
crouched?
though.
Get up there. Get up there. Oh, I found that secret spot I was missing there.
I'm just naming the ones I like.
Oh! I'm stuck
Maybe
on here.
something that I'm not even aware of. To the guy. Yes, to the guy. Yeah. They got some remasters they just did on the on some of the originals.
I guess those are done.
They just come out recently.
I don't know what that is. Is that like Harry Potter Snake? Wait, that's Snape.
No.
Snipe? Never mind.
No.
I don't know.
Metal Gear.
I don't know what that is either. How do you clean these arms?
Solid Snake. I remember playing. I don't remember exactly which ones I played as a kid. I remember playing one where like you'd hide in a box, and like the guards would come up, and they might get suspicious. You can tell her. You probably tell her better than I can. Explain it more correctly. But the guards would come up and see, like, oh, a box. And then they'd like kick it, and they're like, move, box. Something like that. It's so freaking hilarious, and they'd discover you in that box.
Okay.
It's kind of like a. I played it stealth a lot. I want to say it was a stealth. It's hard to explain. It's been a long time since I played it, and there's been a lot of different variations to it, I think.
I see.
The last one I played was the newest one, I guess, the Phantom Pain. I don't know if that's the newest one or not. It was a big departure from the original ones, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're good games. I like stealth games. You sneak up behind people and kill them. And
well, that's just
avoid 'em.
mean.
Well, not if they're going to shoot you on sight. It's not mean. You
Oh.
take them out before they take you out.
So
They're bad guys.
it's preemptive. It's a preemptive strike.
Yeah, it's survival of the smartest.
Ugh, I would so not do good with that game then.
Yeah, Green Beret.
Papa. That is so much better. Shaman me shamans.
Yeah, stupid phones.
Crazy things. They're like, yeah, not today. You not be shaman today.
Arch. I think I'm probably going to get the
Oh, let's get this off.
top of the arch.
I have played Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. One at Super Smash Brothers. I'm not sure if I'd played Super Smash Brothers.
Wait, is that the brawling, the fighting one? Oh, it's like a battle royale thing. Maybe not. I played that one for just a little bit. I normally just play like the one where you drive around in the carts.
Mario Kart.
Yeah. And then just the regular Mario game. The old
Okay.
1910.
I don't think I played Super Smash Brothers. I wasn't a big fan of like the Mortal Kombat type games. I mean, I played them when my friends would play them, but they're not games I bought. I'd play them at my friend's house and get my butt whooped, usually. Hit band on in that game.
I used to play a Mario.
Was that Snake?
A Mario game that you had to like stack the pills up. I can't remember the name of it. Dr. Mario? Is that a game?
Dr. Wario, maybe? Could have been Dr. Mario. I know there's a Wario, which is kind of like, I think, an evil Mario.
This is like that Candy Crush, but it was with pills. And you had to like match the color pills together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like Candy Crush. Dr. Mario.
It was Dr. Mario? Okay.
Dr. Mario.
I couldn't remember. I used to play that all the time, me and my brother.
My biggest
I liked
console
it.
games growing up was like Zelda. I loved that game.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the Mega Man's, Metroid. I loved Metroid.
I don't know what that is.
Uh, didn't do just a whole lot of console games. I like pro wrestling back in the Nintendo days. We played that with my friends a lot.
What did I play? Okay, so I played oh, what is it called? And this was just regular NES, I think, no Super. This is old school stuff here. I played Castlevania a
Yeah, I
lot.
like Castlevania.
River City Ransom.
Ninja Gaiden was another one I played.
Secret of Mana.
Played that one.
And there was one more I can't think of.
Oh, I played
Curse
a
of
lot
Shadows or something like that.
I played a lot of the Final Fantasy games, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest when they changed. And there were several other games that was kind of like, Final Fantasy, but wasn't. Shadowrun, there were a couple, there was a Sega and a Nintendo version of Shadowrun. I played them. The Sega was my favorite.
You have to hop out for a few minutes for a phone call. That's fine, sweetheart. I'm just so glad that you got fixed up and you're good to go now for a little bit. You do what
Happy
you gotta
hopping.
do. Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah, they got a new Castlevania.
Castlevania was
redid it, didn't they?
amazing. Yeah, I think they redid it. That I could try it again. I loved it. I really did.
Atari, I played the hell out of Yard's Revenge.
I wouldn't mind
Game
playing
called Adventure. I liked it.
Secret of Mana again. I wouldn't mind playing that. Oh, I loved
Get
it.
that on PC.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure you can. I don't know how similar it is to maybe the original consoles.
Yeah. I also played Kingdom Hearts a lot.
Yeah, nuclear arm mecha known as Metal Gear. Yeah, that's kind of what.
Former
I
Green
was
Beret and Special Ops soldier, known for his stealth and espionage missions, often tasked with destroying the nuclear-armed mecha. No, that's Metal Gear. I gotcha.
I remember there being some, like the Metal Gear being like a mech or something, or a mecha type thing. I just didn't remember all the details. And a lot of times, to be fair, I didn't pay attention to the details. I just enjoyed the gameplay.
Yeah.
I've always been horrible at paying attention to some of the stories, especially if it's a slow drag story. It's like, okay, you're talking my ear off. I want to freaking kill somebody. I want to get to kill shit.
Secrets of the Mimic. My PC games I played was World of Warcraft constantly, Mysteria Legacy, and I also played RuneScape a lot. And this was
My first
back
Go
a
ahead.
while back. I'm sorry.
My first PC games were like the Dungeons and Dragons, like Pools of Radiance, Curse of Azure Bonds, Neverwinter stuff, just like role-playing game stuff. I really was into that. And then a lot of the MechWar BattleTech stuff, MechWarrior stuff. And of course, the first MMO I played probably was, I mean, if you discount Diablo, because a lot of people say Diablo was the first MMO, and it really wasn't. Not massively. It was a MO, a multiplayer online, but I wouldn't call it massive in the sense that there were massive numbers of people at the same time. Ultima Online was probably the first MMO I played, and then EverQuest for a long time. And then City of Heroes and WoW.
I played World of Warcraft. It was pretty much my very first game on the PC that I played, and I was hooked, and I played it continuously. I mean, constantly. To the point where I had to force myself to stop playing because I was that addicted to it.
I got a bad taste for WoW because I did like they had a closed beta that I managed to get into, and it was, I started when everybody else started, and it's just you couldn't get nothing accomplished because there were so many people playing. So I mean, you had all these quests to do to, to get these drops from these critters, and like you was competing with god awful number of people. So I'm like, screw this shit. We can't even get nothing done. There's too many people. So I went back to playing City of Heroes. I'm like, screw World of Warcraft. I like EverQuest better.
Well, Jeff, my nephew.
So I sit on it forever.
Yeah. Jeff's the one that got me playing it. Him and his friends from work played.
I didn't start till Burning Crusade and Bacon. We was on Ventrilo at the time. We were using Ventrilo for voice communication over the computer. I had a Ventrilo server that I'd bought lifetime. Should still be working. If we're still in business. It may not be. But he said, guess what I'm playing? And I'm like, World of Warcraft. Because, I looked up and I saw this freaking... I saw what he was playing on something that was told me at the time. And he said, yeah, how'd you know? And I'm like, I'm looking at it, showing me what you're playing. I forgot about that. I don't even remember what it was. And he said, yeah, check it out. It's pretty fun. And all along we've been bashing World of Warcraft. We didn't even know no better.
I know my Blizzard thing would announce whenever one of my friends got on was playing World of Warcraft.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, we started playing World of Warcraft then, and we played it for a good while.
My account got hacked like twice.
Oh, wow.
But I always got my stuff recovered.
We played it up through the Lich King, or I forget what it's called. You know what I'm talking about.
The Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah, through all those expansions. And then when they moved on for that, I think we kind of lost interest. They changed something there at the end of the Wrath of the Lich King. I don't think we liked too much, and it kind of messed with the rating stuff that we were enjoying at the time, so we just kind of went off to something else.
No, I enjoyed it. They did mess with it too much. They started nerfing shit, and then all these other expansions were just they were coming so fast you couldn't keep up. And then
it's constantly changing how you play your character. That's what was pissing me off. You get used to your character, you know how to play it, you got your rotations down and everything, and then they just change powers, remove powers.
Yeah.
And There's certain things I like, especially about my Rogue, and they really changed a lot of stuff in the Rogue that I didn't like.
Well, honestly, the rogues were overpowered. I could see nerfing a little bit of rogue. The hunters were overpowered for a really long time, and they never did anything about that.
Yeah. Well, the stuff they nerfed that I liked wasn't really. I mean, I guess you could consider it maybe overpowered for. I don't think so for dungeons, but they took out a lot of the mechanics where you could navigate a dungeon and the sap and the stuff like that, and some of the easy stuns and stuff. It just
Yeah, no, the reasons they do that,
it took away a lot of stuff that made the rogue what I consider to be a rogue.
Right. Everything that World of Warcraft does is for PvP.
Yeah.
And the arenas and stuff, the battle and whatever that was called, I can't remember. The rogues always dominated, and people were bitching so much about them rogues and their playstyle because they were getting ganked constantly by rogues in there. And the rogues would, they could single-handedly win for, everybody said the Alliance, of course, but yeah, whatever. But they were really powerful. They were really, really powerful. If you knew how to play a rogue. It's all in if you know how to play the role that you picked,
Druids were always what I consider to be powerful and OP in Battlegrounds.
Yeah. The only thing that really got to me about World of Warcraft is where it got to the point where I had to have certain leveled gear to go into the dungeons, and you couldn't even hardly get a group when you were looking for a group, because I didn't have a lot of friends to play with after my guild kind of all stopped playing. We all needed to take a break, we did. But at that point, I didn't have really anyone to play with, and so I did a lot of looking for group, and man, you get in there and try to do it, and you can't. And then, they're so mean. Hi, Miser. And that it frustrated me so much. And then before I could even get my gear up decently, there was the next expansion out, and I had to go higher, and I had to go higher.
Yeah, it's always playing catch up.
Yeah, so without a big, powerful guild helping me like I used to have, I was just lost in the shuffle. And then they come back out with the classic, and that was nice. But after all the perks of leveling faster and stuff with the newer stuff, I didn't want to play classic either. So,
yeah, we tried classic, and I got bored of it real quick.
Yeah. That's, I still find myself thinking about World of Warcraft. I'm like, oh, I would like to play that again. Just little things happen or something, and I'm like, oh, I'd like to play that again. And then I think back to all that bull crap, and nothing has changed. So I'm like, no, never mind.
They got too much going on now.
Yeah. Yep. It was good for a while. Then it wasn't. But then I played that Mystere Legacy online for a while, and that was really nice. I enjoyed that. And then I played the RuneScape online. I put a lot of money into RuneScape. Oof. It was fun though. But again, I got to where I didn't play for a while, and my group of people that I did stuff with, they had moved on,
Yeah.
It's one of those that it doesn't pay you to take some time off. You get behind. Yeah, World of Warcraft, back in the day, it was worth every penny of it. And now I pay for it. I think I still pay for it. Just because I don't want to lose my stuff. I know that you really shouldn't. But they had, they had where if you didn't log in, you lost all they were deleting all the old profiles.
Oh, the old profiles.
Of World of Warcraft, yes.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
Right.
And so I had to resubscribe and make sure all of my ducks were in order. And
I have had, I don't know if it's World of Warcraft, but I have had games where I log in and, they give my name away. Took my name away from me and put it back in the pool for somebody to pick.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want that. You know what my name was on there? My starting character was a warlock, and her name was Helgatha.
Helgatha.
Same thing I named that Dotson. Wiener Schnitzel and Helgatha were my two little chocolate Dotsons. Boy and girl, brother and sister. He was a Wiener Schnitzel and she was a Helgatha. Cute babies. I love a Dotson. The low riders. Built about like a corgi, except not quite as thick.
I think Leo's got more of a Jack Russell body than he does a corgi.
He does. He's taller. His legs are longer than the typical corgi legs.
He's slimmer. He doesn't have the, he's got a little bit of the puff around his neck and face, but not a lot.
Right.
He definitely don't have the big corgi butt.
Mm-hmm. But you know what he does have? Corgi balls!
Yeah, corgi nuts.
Poor Bella.
Where's my nuts?
She told her grandma and grandpa that she had to come home because she missed her nuts. She said, I miss my nuts. I just want to hold my nuts. Of course, that was a phone conversation that we had to have with Mom and Dad,
And you can't get her to stop saying it either. She fixates on his nuts and balls. I mean, they are low-hanging fruit. They're there for the freaking world to see. So.
And it don't help that his little undercarriage is white and then his precious jewels are black. So they stand out. They're
more like plum-colored.
They're hairy plums.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, she's obsessed with them. That's all she talks about. That's what she calls him. I think if she could do a do-over, she would have named him Balls or something, Why won't that go? I guess that's as good as I can get. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I think we can just leave this for him. He'll never know. La la la, we're just cleaning the wall. We've been cleaning the wall this whole time.
Yeah, clean
Oh.
this wall and you're gonna come over here and finish it, huh?
I was cleaning this right here this whole time. Hey, this wheel thing here might need some work on it.
What?
Yeah, that I don't know who was working on that. No, I don't know.
Probably you.
One item I never thought I'd hear being discussed. Oh, yeah. Well, you know me. We're going to cover everything. I ain't afraid of no subject. The only thing I don't like discussed on my channel is religion. We do dabble in politics a little. But religion, I don't want anyone to feel like that they don't belong here, because everybody belongs here. I just don't want religion discussed too much, because it's a whole thing, and I don't want to get into it. You can have religion and have no religion. I'm fine with that too. I love everybody regardless of their race, where they're from, their, legal status. I don't care. I love everybody. So just basically the religion and politics I really want a lot of. But everything else is open for business. This is the gutter after all, so we can talk about balls. Just saying. I love the rainbow colors like that. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah.
Welcome to the gutter.
Oh, my.
We got fun and games.
Yeah. And like a little Dway singing in the morning.
Looks like you have a fault over there.
Whose fault?
I don't know, it said fault. I figured it was yours.
Where? Oh. You are trying to be cute. It's always my fault, don't you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oy vey.
Tell me you didn't do that on purpose.
Do what? I'm just sitting here cleaning my chair, minding my own business. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that why she's poor Bella? Oh, I got worried for a second. Yeah, that's why she's poor Bella. it's, I don't know if it's the ADHD or the autism or what it is, but she gets hyper focused on things. And it just so happens to be the dog's genitals, right? And she won't let it go. She just won't.
Like, yeah, she'll sit there for like an hour straight telling me, you got corgi nuts. You got corgi nuts. Just over and over and over.
Yep.
Some version of that. Just fixating on it. Non-stop. It'll drive you up the freaking wall.
Yep. I got this big giant, it's human size dog bed. And I bought it so that she can lay down in the floor in the big dog bed with the dogs around her, you know, and just love on them, and so they can feel like part of the family. And plus she wanted somewhere to lay, so I thought that would be perfect, you know. So I bought that, and she'll lay in that thing and she's just like, balls, balls, he's got balls, balls, balls. It's just, and she don't mean nothing by it, but that's her thing right now, you know.
Be like, there's my nuts.
Yep.
I'm gonna get me some corgi nuts. You got big fat corgi nuts.
That's what she says. That's why I'm like, poor Bella.
My son got amps booty.
Oh, Jesus! Like, you got a booty like mine? Sorry, I'm gonna drink my coffee.
Butts in a cannot lie.
Wait, are you saying my butt's big?
No, I'm just saying I like big butts.
Essentially,
And I
he's
cannot
saying
lie.
my butt is big. Jesus. More coffee, please.
Are you disputing that fact?
Never. Anybody that watches me knows I ain't ashamed. I got no shame in my game. I was skinnier, and now I'm fluffier, and I'm perfectly freaking fine the way I am. And I would like to lose a little bit. I feel I'd be a little healthier and could definitely bend over easier. But I'm okay with that too. I don't stress about my looks at all. You take me for what I am, or you don't take me at all.
I'm just concerned about health. Mine too.
Yeah. Well, my stomach problems I've had, even when I was, 102 pounds, I had the stomach issues, so I tain't really worried about that too much. The weight gain, it's more psychological for me, I think, than anything, because I feel...
Well, when we first got
bigger.
together, it's like the headaches were consistent, but that was it, really, that you lit on to, that I caught on to, that I noticed.
Oh, yeah, no, the stomach problems are getting progressively worse, for sure, but I've had stomach problems forever.
And it wouldn't hurt to get checked out.
Oh, no.
You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if I weighed. Well, I would care if I weighed probably about 500 pounds. But
Yeah, you'd care.
well, I'm just saying, I wouldn't worry about how I looked. That has never been an issue for me. I've never cared about that. Except when I was younger and going through my vain days, you know. But as a woman,
don't care about how you look. And Bella's like, when they're getting ready to go to Tunica, Bella's like, she's in there putting on a ton of makeup.
Well, that's different when I'm going with my family because you know how they are. I've got to look just right, or I'm a slob, or I don't take care of myself anymore, and they always make me feel bad about myself. But it's my family. Strangers I could give two craps about, but it's like my sisters. Oh, they're the worst. And it's like,
Kind of why, part of why you moved down here when we were talking about it was to get a break from that shit. And
well, it's like I bought some new outfits to wear while we were in Tunica, and I was excited to wear them, and I put them on, and it's like, what the hell are you wearing? What is that? And I'm like, they're comfy. I like them. Well, you're not going to bed. You're going out in public. You can't wear that stuff. And I'm like, and I bought like this black fringe dress. It's just t-shirt material, and it had black fringe. And I bought like this big concho belt to go around it. And I bought these really cool black cowboy boots that had like white skulls on them, but they're cowboy boots. And I like them a lot. They would not allow me to wear those clothes. They wouldn't. I put all my turquoise jewelry on, put my belt and my boots. I felt like I looked good. I looked in the mirror. I fixed my hair, put on makeup. I felt like I looked nice. But nope. Where the hell do you think you're going looking like that? Nowhere with us.
I'm like, wherever the fuck I want.
So they had to get in my bag and play dress up and make little outfits for me, like a little child. I have no class. Stuff like
They
that.
only have as much power as you allow them to have.
I know, but I have always had this. Always. They're family. I mean, what can you do?
You'll snap one day. That's what I did with my brother. I'm like, I'm tired of this fucking shit.
Yeah. They're the only ones, really, that can make me feel like crap instantly. Just instantly. And it's like, I'd be saying something about Bella to, a stranger. She would ask, about the kids or something. And I would say that I had a daughter with autism. And they would be asking questions. And I'd start talking. And my sister would jump in there. She'd stick her hand in my face. Ain't nobody wants to hear about all that negative stuff. Let's move on. Let's keep this light. I mean, like the woman that I was talking to would look at me like, what the hell? Yeah, almost every time I would talk was bad. But I know if I had to get in a fight, they'd be right there. They'd be the first ones slinging fists, but they're also the first ones flinging poo.
You old poo flingers.
Yeah. And it's like, it wasn't all sisters. One of our friends went with us, and she's my other sister's best friend. They've been friends for a very long time, but she's like a sister to us because we've known her forever. And her daughter works with special needs children, and we were talking, and she was like, "Oh, you should talk to Rachel about that, and ask this and that." And she was talking about, she was like, "Tell me some of the stuff that Bella does, and maybe Rachel has some techniques she knows that can help." And so I'd say something, and Michelle would like come out of the bathroom or something. What the hell? Are we back on this again? Can you stop talking about that shit for just a little bit? And Kelly would chew her ass. She'd be like, "I asked your sister, just stop." You know, that's one of the reasons why I told Dreas when I got back. I was like, it was nice. It'll be a few years before I'm ready for that again. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm just glad I didn't go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the way they are. And I don't, God, this sounds awful. I love my family. I don't mean to talk bad about my family, but it's like my dad is Native American. He was born and raised on the reservation in Utah. He was just raised differently, And then my mom, her dad was from England, and she's always been raised really posh and spoiled. So when she met my dad, who was, an Air Force guy, and he had good money and stuff, they got married very fast, and he showered her with gifts and spoiled her rotten. So Mom is a lot like the other girls, a lot like them. And they're all blonde hair and blue-eyed. And I'm the only girl that come out looking like a squaw with the dark hair, the dark eyes, and olive skin, and they're all virtual Barbie dolls. And they're more like Mama, and I'm more like Daddy. So none of us have really, really gotten along very well. Because we're just not alike. I'm like Daddy. A lot like my daddy. Yep. Family is the best and the worst. For sure. And I love my family. I respect that they're different. They feel different. They desire different things and demand different things in life. I don't have to have that really cool car and nice house and the best friends. Like their friends are judges and lawyers and doctors and just not me. If I like you, I like you. I don't care if you shovel shit for a living. And that's the way my daddy is. But if the job, or if they don't make enough money, or if they don't dress right, what are you doing hanging around with that loser? That's just downgrading you by hanging around with that person. That's just the way they are. It's the way they are. It's like they go to Florida on vacation and they rent a condo, and right on the beach, and they take their friends and they rent boats and they go sailing. I go down there, I get a hotel room, and I get to stay for a week. I don't go down there for 3 days. I stay for a week, and I take my kids and I have fun. We do shit together. We eat at nice places. And we still spend about the same amount of money because they've got a condo for about $1,800 a night. I got a room for about $200, $300. We're just not the same. We're not the same. And they're like, why would you get a hotel room? You can get roaches and bed bugs, all kinds of nasty. Well, you know what? You can still get that shit in the condo. Your roaches and bed bugs are a better class than mine. Because they're in a condo? Ugh. Stuff like that makes me angry. And then they're like, why do you live like a loser? Just shit like that pisses me off. That's how they choose to live. And I'm okay with that. And like, I'm a introvert, and they don't understand that. They just don't understand it. Because they're just like, go, 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 go. I got this friend and that friend and best friends, and we're going to go do this and that together. I'm like, I haven't left the house in 2 months. We're not the same. I don't go to the golf course, country club, and drink or whatever that place, the American Legion. I don't do that stuff. I'm not like that. I would like to do stuff like that, I think, occasionally. It will never happen because I'll talk myself out of it. I'll get physically sick to my stomach. You know. I'll get sick to my stomach just thinking about it and dreading it, and it won't happen.
You look for any excuse.
Yeah. I'm like, see that cloud about that little tiny speck right there? Yeah, it might have rain in it, and if it rains, then the dogs will get scared without us being home, and it's just best if we don't go. Don't you agree? Well, okay, he agrees too. We're just not going. That's what I do. I wouldn't like me as much either, Miser. I like me just the way me is. There are things I'd like to change.
We can save a couple $100 not boarding a dog, so I'm good with it.
Right. There are some things about me I'd like to change. Just mediocre crap. I mean, my health, of course. I would like the whole pseudo-tumor gone, the memory issues, the migraines, the awful crap I have to deal with gone.
The word salad.
Oh, the bad word salad. But other than that, I have a wonderful life. I'm quite happy with my life.
I think that really frustrates the hell out of you whenever you're looking for the word.
Oh, Jesus, I'm the worst. I'll be like, I'll have a cup, and I'll hand it to him. I'm like, darling, can you take this to the bathroom, the sink, the stove, the refrigerator, the mop, the table? He's like, the kitchen. I'm like, fuck, yes! And it happens quite often. It just this, I don't know. I just can't get it. I can't say that word. I know what I want to say.
It happens often enough. She has me doing it every now and then.
Yeah.
Must be contagious.
It might be. Never know. All right. Let's see. But that's the only stuff, the kind of stuff that I'd change. I love who I am. I love my little family. I love my little world right now. Happy and content. We don't have the most money in the world. We don't have the nicest things, you know. Would I change that? Hell yeah. My family is the type that it wouldn't change who we are. And it would just make things better. So yeah, I would change that, but if I thought it would change the dynamics of my family right now, I wouldn't even want that. Oh man, look at us go. I was so worried that we wouldn't have enough to clean to make a 2-hour stream. But I noticed I don't
do this one.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about that, do I? And you know, that's another thing. I am very grateful for my YouTube family. They give me hell about that. So did you get a job or are you still YouTubing? I'm like, for one, I have a brain tumor, essentially. I have a brain tumor. I don't have an actual tumor, but my body doesn't know that. It reacts just like I have a brain tumor. My brain swells, puts pressure, and it gives me migraines. It makes me sick. It causes seizures. You know, it's just like I have a brain tumor, except there's no tumor to remove or anything. So I'm disabled. I am 100% disabled. It'll never get better. There's no cure for what I have. But my family's like, did you get a job or are you still dependent on YouTube? And I'm like, y'all don't understand. I enjoy doing this. It's so annoying, you know, when they don't even care. They don't care.
Listen.
No. I'm not doing it for fame and fortune. Jesus. And it don't even pay for itself. You know? Alright.
Like it when your sister says there's no reason why y'all can't do this, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all get good money. You both draw a check. Y'all can just save up a little bit, and $5,000 ain't nothing. I'm like,
Yep.
it's a lot for us.
It is a lot, isn't it? What is this again? Auto dry body? Auto dry. But, yeah, I'm quite content with where I'm at and how I am. I don't see no auto dry body.
Yet.
Oh, that's this big round. Well, geez,
Auto
oh,
dry.
Pete. That's this big old honker here.
Oh, just underneath. Yeah.
We love you the way you are, Imp. Look up. Yeah. I'm a little slow. Yeah, and it's like, this is my thing, you know. I love talking to everybody. I love my friends. Y'all are more like family to me. And they don't understand that. Let's see. Auto dry plaque. Oh, okay. And then auto knit flywheel spokes and auto knit machine body. I don't think I clicked on that. Did you already do the body? Yes. Alright, and then the auto knit mechanism wheels. Mechanism wheels. Mechanism wheels. Eek! It's these guys. I knew this thing would come back and bite me in the butt. But they're not lighting up now. Oh, that one is. Oy vey. I think I might need to take that off. Yay! Alright, and then we've got auto wash freshwater pipe and hydraulic arms. Ooh. Hydraulic pipe is here. And some kind of arms. Hydraulic arm. Is that one good? Shoot. All right. Moving on. Basement lower wall extrusion. And basement wooden base support. Wooden base support.
These right here, that's these little triangles supporting that shelf. Oh yeah, the inside.
We.
I can get up the frickin' stairs.
Alright.
I have to get that other one with a ladder or something.
Lower wall extrusions. What the shoot? I don't know what an extrusion. Why am I so short? I guess
It's the little brick parts that stick out from the wall. Kind of like supports.
yeah. Alright, it should be lit up though. I don't see one lit up. Oh, in the corner.
The one in the corner.
Alright. And then the drawing board light. So there's this.
AutoNet flywheel hub. Oh no, that's the spokes. AutoNet flywheel spokes. Control vent. Snoozatron.
Alright, so this is the control vent. AutoNet. I don't know what a control vent is. Is this the AutoNet? It is. Oh, it's this thing. Okay. There we go. A arm glove for the Snoozatron. Alright.
Oh,
Okay. And the start lever. Snoozatron. Oh, that's here. And then wall lights. Should be one blinking. It's this one. Yay!
there you go. How do
All-
you make it blink?
We got an achievement. All knitted up. Complete the knit-o-matic. When you hit the escape button and you go to your list, you click on the one that has the percentage and it'll light up.
Makes it blink.
Yeah. Yay!
Interesting.
To the next.
Yay.
Wallace and Gromit's vehicles. Here we go. This
How many they
shan't
got?
take long. I don't know.
What? It's just one? Oh no, there's some in here too.
I'd drive this. I don't drive though. Nobody would want to see me on the road. I'd be like Jeepers Creepers coming all over the road. I mean, I can drive, just not very well. What does this say? Door to door delivery. Top
The
bun.
door.
Door to door. Love it. Wallace and Gromit's to traditional bakery. Their tag says Donut 5. Precious. Back, our bakery van's a sticky mess. Oh, I wish I had some donuts.
I meant to go get some this morning, but we didn't need them.
Yeah.
Hush.
I'm gonna attempt to make some sausage gravy and biscuits after your stream. What are you streaming?
Probably Supermarket Simulator. I'm gonna do some of that for a little while.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna do King of Retail too. They got the demo out for it, and I liked the first one, but I just didn't feel like it today. Hi, Big Dave. How are you, darling?
Big Dave.
I've been worried about you, you little stinker.
Fast food simulator.
Yeah, Big Dave, you're gonna play with us. You don't know it yet, but it's happening.
Johnny picked it up.
Did he? Oh,
That's what
my
he told me. I
Johnny.
think he told me that the other day.
I'm so worried about him, too. His arms, hand, and shoulder and stuff is not doing so hot.
He's just an old fart.
Well, all old farts is. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? I love that show, though. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Love it. Love it. I miss watching scary movies. I can't watch them because of Bella. Just the slightest scary movie and she's triggered. She watched the first 30 minutes of some movie about a little boy killing his classmate, a little British. It's some new movie that's out, I don't know. She watched just a little bit of that and she kept waking up all night. Mama, what was that? Mama, Mama. I'm just like, go away, kid. No. But she was freaking out. She was.
Yep.
Did she wake you up at all?
Last night? No, I think I slept like the dead last night somehow.
She sure woke me up.
Yeah, I didn't even hear you get up.
Huh. They're not lighting up. I'm gonna say that's good enough.
Yeah, I ain't seeing nothing up side window. Got a little sliver of something somewhere. There it goes. Just moused over something. I don't know what it was.
You better think harder because you're gonna be getting that.
Getting what?
Big Dave.
Oh,
He said he'd been thinking about getting that game. You better think while you're pushing that buy button. Yeah, it's such a good little game. It's so freaking amazing. It's a little stressful, but not bad.
probably less stressful the more people you got.
Yeah. Okay, you twisted my arm. Well, there we go. We'll find you something easy to do, even if it's just busting tables. Now, with that game, we only can play it either in the evenings or on the weekend, like when Bacon is off work. It's just done. It is not. But what? Oh. That needs something a little more powerful. Oh. That ain't gonna work, is it? It still ain't gonna work. Oh, because I missed it. Da 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 da. Oh my. This thing is bad.
Yeah.
This little ball on here, trying to get to the areas that I need to spray. Oh, I think I got it. I did. Heck yeah. Did you get that? Look at him going so fast. I'm gonna punch him right in the throat. I'm sitting here like, I think I can hit this one spot. And he's like, and I'm done.
Just hip hopping around. I think the plane was done.
So I'm really excited. I got Bella signed up for her recess, which is her group she goes to. It's a special needs group up at the church here in town. And they're having their Easter egg hunt in April, and I got her signed up for that. I'm very happy. It's been getting to where I can't get her signed up because there's not enough volunteers, therefore they can't take as many kids. If I could sit in a room full of kids and deal with it, I would volunteer just to make sure more kids were able to go, but I can't. I can't. I get headaches way too easy, and I have enough stress without worrying about somebody's child. I don't think they would want me to be in charge of their child anyways.
Heck no trousers.
Techno trousers. I would wear them. Right around to that. Oh wait, was there something I could turn on here? No. Wishful thinking.
Can't get in and drive them around.
I don't reckon. Kinda cool. Wonder where my country lady is. I need to ask her about that gravy. Are you using the spinning one?
What's that?
The water adapter, you using the spinning one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just get around those nuts. Those
Those
nuts.
corgi nuts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink another drink of my coffee.
It's cold by now, baby.
It is. And it tastes like cigars. Not even the good Swisher Sweets.
They make good ones?
Sometimes you could smell, like, you go into a casino or a bar and you can smell the cherry Swisher Sweets. They had grape too. I remember there was grape ones that I kept smelling. And then their little package said grape Swisher Sweets. Those smell good, which, Michelle and Kelly and them smoke them.
Oh.
They'll smoke cigars, and then they'll change over to Swisher Sweets. They had some cigar that was like $300 for the cigar. Oof. And it didn't smell very good to me. I mean, what would make it $300?
Maybe it was rolled on the thighs of virgins.
You love the scent of Swisher Sweets? I like the smell. As long as it's not too much. It can get a tad bit overpowering.
It really depends with you, because your scent, I feel like, changes.
Yeah.
Like, something to smell one way one day, and then the next day it'll smell different.
It's probably my sinuses. I don't know.
I honestly think your brain interprets shit different.
Maybe.
It's not ugly to say that. It's not.
Oh, not with this brain. I don't even know what this brain does. Doctors don't even know what this brain does. They can't explain half the shit going on. They see it, realize it. It's like the seizures. They don't know what's causing the seizures other than the pressure from the brain tumor that's not there. How can you have a brain tumor with no tumor? That doesn't make any sense. But that's what the doctors say. If you look,
You actually have the cerebral
Yes. Oh, yes.
fluid pressure.
I was. What they officially wrote down was, I have Chiari malformation with pseudotumor cerebri. So, basically, that's saying the Chiari malformation is that my skull is too small for my brain. My brain sticks out of the back of my skull and puts pressure on my spinal cord. It's like a little cork going down in the wine bottle because your brain pulses, especially as your pressure builds up, your brain pulsates. And my little part of my brain back here, which they're actually called tonsils back there, the cerebral tonsils, they go down through the little back of my skull here and go down and put pressure on my spinal cord. There's people that have it so much worse than me, so I can't really complain. But they don't know if the Chiari malformation is what is causing the pressure buildup in my brain, which is the pseudotumor, or is it the pseudotumor that's causing the Chiari malformation? But that's just what I'm officially diagnosed with. And the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. It's not a tumor. So funny, right? And if you look up pseudotumor cerebri, it also, that's the old name for it. The new name, which is stupid, is idiopathic intracranial hypertension. Idiopathic basically means they have no freaking clue. They can't explain it for unknown reasons. For unknown reasons, I have intracranial hypertension. It's just so weird. But normally for the Chiari malformation, which is what they call when the tonsils, the cerebral tonsils, are putting pressure on your spinal cord. They're coming out of the base of your skull. Normally they try to do a surgery where they remove part of your skull and make more room for your brain. That relieves a lot of the pressure and everything. It's very risky because you remove too much. And it has happened. If you remove too much, or if too much pressure builds up once you've had that surgery, your brain can literally fall out of your skull and you die. So, and it's happened. It happened in Vanderbilt up there in Nashville. They did surgery on a woman. But that's not even an option for me because I have also the blood clotting disorder, which I throw blood clots very often. And so therefore any kind of surgery with my brain is out of the question. They wouldn't have time to counteract a blood clot if I threw one in my brain. It would just kill me. So that's out of the question. Just stuff like that. So there's no telling what's going on with this brain. No telling. Bakery truck sun visor. Did you figure out how to get it lit up?
Yeah. It's lighting up now.
Snow manotron control panel. Snow. Okay, that's this. Oh, hello, Clarice. Alright. The handbrake. Give me a break. Give me a break. Ooh, we did it.
We did it.
Yay!
We did it.
Here we go. Look at all that cleaning. But if you look up the Chiari malformation, it has a lot of comorbids with it. That it can, because you have this, it can spring into this. There's so many. It's just not even funny. Let's see. Yeah, we got time. So many things that can be caused by that.
It's a rocket.
I stopped looking because it's depressing to me. Because it's me, you know? I have that. It's depressing to read that stuff. And it'll make you worry and stress more reading about what could happen. Or what you're more susceptible to because of that. So I did what any good amp would do. I quit going to the doctor, told them to shove all their medicine right up the crack of their booty, and now I live in pain. That's what a good amp would do. I'm like, you can't fix me? Then you're no good for me. Love you, see you, bye. I just got discouraged. I was like, they can't do anything. So why do I keep paying the doctors to go back? You know, I was going 3 times a month. I had to go get spinal taps, y'all. Twice a month. A spinal tap. Do you know how unfun those things are? They hurt. They're horrible. But that was one of the only relief that I could get. Because it drew off some of the pressure from my head. So I was like, you know what? You take these pills and you stick them up your booty. I ain't having none of it. And what made me decide to stop the pills and stuff is I was taking all these pills for the pain, for the headaches, for the swelling, water pills, you know, anything that would help take away the swelling, which takes away the pressure, which takes away some of the pain. Pain pills, Flexeril pills or whatever they're called, and Bactrins, and so many different pills. I was taking I think at one point I was on 17 pills a day. And then the doctor was like, you're showing a decline in your kidney functions. And I'm like, it could be because of the medicine. I was like, well, here, I got an easy fix for this. Because they wanted to give me another pill to help for the pills that I was taking destroying my kidneys. So I was like, I got an easy way to fix this. I'm stopping everything. And I did. Probably not the wisest thing to do, but I did it.
I don't know. If you're on 17 pills, that's too much.
I watched an episode of House. I think it was House. I don't even know. I think it was House. Where they literally killed a woman because of taking pills to cover this pill's side effects. And they were literally killing her. I think she actually did die before they figured out what happened to her. And it was all because she had arthritis in her knee. That's how it started. She had arthritis in her knee, so they gave her a pill to help with the pain from the arthritis, or the swelling. Well, then, you know, it was causing something else, so they gave her a pill to counteract that. And then they gave her a pill to counteract that was counteracting that. And it ended up killing her. It killed her. And I really felt like I was going to be like that. So I stopped everything. That's fine, sweetheart. I just hope you got everything fixed. And I'm so very glad you got a new phone. I hope it's a nice one. I've just been chewing poor Dragon and Darlene and Miser's little ears off. Big Dave. Just been. Andreas. Been chewing their ears off. About everything and family and my health and everything. Cigars. Balls. Nuts. We've been talking about nuts. And games. We've just talked about everything, didn't we? That's what I love about this game. I could just talk. Look, even Streamlabs missed you, Shaman.
Hi, Streamlabs.
Oh, God.
Hi, Shaman. Hi, everyone.
Did y'all hear Bella?
Streamlabs.
She's like, hi, Streamlabs. Hi, Shaman. Hi, everyone. She always says Shaman. Doesn't matter. She don't even look to see if Shaman's in here. She just instantly, hello, Shaman. Is this rocket red? No.
It's yellowish orange ish.
It's a pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin Rocket. Dragon Lord said, hi, Bella.
Hi.
Oh. Big Dave said, hi, Bella, and hi, Streamlabs.
Hi.
Oh, my. Oh, my. So for Friends with Family Emergencies, a massive radio show excitement happening today and tomorrow, so it's a lot. I bet it is, sweetheart. Well, you do what you gotta do. We'll always be here when you have time. And we're here when you don't have time. Whatever works for you. We're just cleaning. We're just cleaning all this stuff. And I think Johnny said that he is not streaming until Monday. So he's not doing golf with your friends. And I thought, maybe, Dreas, do you want to switch your day?
What do you mean?
Do it Friday?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm really excited about golf with your friends. I was looking forward to Johnny doing it. Well, I thought if you could switch and do golf with your friends today, or Friday, then Saturday, Bacon should be off work and we could do Supermarket Stimulator.
That's using the old noggin. You mean the fast food?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that way, you know, kind of help make up for Johnny's not being able to do it Friday.
Yeah.
And I hate that. And maybe he can play.
But yeah, Johnny usually does it at like 8 in the morning, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but you don't have to change your time. See, Johnny's one of the reasons I get up at 7:30 in the morning. So I don't have to get up quite so early tomorrow. But I probably will anyways. Yeah, I worry about him. I really worry about him. I hope that, if him taking this time off, if it gives him comfort and improves what's been ailing him, then he does need to think about, maybe not gaming. But like I was telling him, hell, he could do like a little podcast. He's got some amazing stories. I love to listen to Johnny talk anyways. He's got so many good stories to tell. There's so many things he could do. So many things. Where he don't have to be playing a game. It's like when I first started doing YouTube. It was a long, long, long time ago. And I was just doing videos of my polymer clay. I was just making beads and stuff out of polymer clay and stuff like that. He could do a video about his dogs. He could just take them outside and go live and just let the dogs play and talk. And I'd listen. I would support him even if he wasn't playing a game, no matter what.
Ew.
Johnny. But I hope he can find something that's gonna work.
Oh, Bella freaking scared me the other night. I got out of the shower. And I went into my computer room. And she was behind the freaking door.
She scared you on purpose?
Yeah.
Whoa.
She jumped out and said, "Boo." And I was a little irritated about something already when I come around the corner. And I jumped on her ass for scaring me. And I'm like, how would you like it if I hid and scared you? How would you like that? And she said, I just thought it would be funny. And I'm like, well, it wasn't funny to me.
She hadn't done that in a long time.
Like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have got on to her, but I was... I was irritated about something. I don't remember what it was.
Ain't no telling. She hadn't done that in a while, though. She used to do it all the friggin' time.
Do what?
Jump scares.
Yeah, I shouldn't have got on to her. Just... I mean, it was kind of funny that she scared me.
Oh, and Bella, Mommy forgot to ask you, how were your noodles last night? Were they perfect? Yeah. So there's, she loves those ramen noodles, or ramen, whatever you want to call them.
Ramen.
I've always called them ramen. And there's the creamy chicken. Not just chicken, it's creamy chicken. And she's always loved the chicken. And so I'm like, she's like, is this different because it's yellow? It's in a yellow pack. And I'm like, yeah, this is creamy chicken. And she's like, I don't want that. And I was like, listen, it's the same. She was like, but it's a different color. And I'm like, no, it's the same. It's just creamier, which means it probably tastes more chickeny. And then I also put chicken bouillon in it as well. So it was extra chickeny. And I made it really good and creamy. Oh my gosh. It looked I could have ate it, and I don't even really like the chicken. I like the beef. I'll eat the beef all day long, but it looked really stinking good. And I don't even remember where I got those creamy ones. I think I ordered them off Amazon. Lots of ways he can make content if he would also find it interesting. Yep, exactly. As long as he's enjoying it, that enjoyment will, we'd be pushed out toward the others, whoever's watching. And you never know. There's people who watch people just talking. Kind of, other than this. This is what I do with my PowerWash, I sit here and I talk. I'll chew your damn ears off. Just but there's people that just sit there. They have their little face cam on, and they're just sitting there talking, and they answer in chat, and it works for them. They love it. They're successful. So there's that. I thought about doing, because I was really big into stamp collecting and coin collecting. And I thought about getting on and recording me doing some of my, grading the stamps and coins and sorting through, working on my typeset that I was doing with my coins. Stuff like that. This was before I started doing the games, but you could do anything. Heck, you could do anything. And also reviewing food. I thought about that when I was doing the food for the Hollywood cafe that we stopped at down in Tunica. I was like, you know how fun it would be to do food reviews? To have a reason to go to these restaurants and review their food and have people watch it and love it and be successful. So you're basically getting paid to eat at restaurants. How awesome would that be? There's things he can do, and I know he will find something that will work for him if he's not able to game anymore. Because we love our Johnny, and we're not going to let him just not do anything. Are we going to get an amp cam? I actually thought about that. Yes. Johnny could bring us vets on. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Big Dave, that would be amazing. Yes. That's a great idea. Yeah. But yeah, I thought about doing a amp cam. For sure. I've been wanting to do some. Oh, he could do, like he had mentioned, he thought about, doing like some possible reaction videos. I thought about doing reaction videos, but like TikTok, not on YouTube. There's a few things, because, my corny self, I'll watch something and they'll say something and I'll have something quirky to say back. And I'm like, that would be so hilarious, because I find myself hilarious. That's usually a sign that you're not. I don't care. But I'm like, oh, you're so funny. Well, I was like, that would be amazing. I want to do that, but I don't know how to do those reaction videos yet. And I thought about getting one of those little face camera thingies and doing some of those reaction videos and putting it on that TikTok stuff. Yeah, see. Plus, I don't know. I always wanted to do the face video. I think that you stand a better chance of people wanting to watch your video if they see who's playing. They
It's possible.
Some people interact better when they can actually see the person talking back to them versus just hearing someone talk. Is that dirt? Oh, that is. I need to get serious here.
Running your mouth and get busy.
Shut your mouth. What time is it? Oh, we alright. We good. Ish. It's good shit. Lollipop.
Have you seen the inside yet?
There's an inside? Oh my gosh, this thing is so tall. Never mind. I thought it was just like a little egg. We don't got time. How do you get in? Up at the very tippity top?
There's a ladder. A ladder that needs to be cleaned as well.
What?
The ladder's on the ground.
Oh, I see. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I started to go in there and start cleaning. I'm like, well, no. I'm not going to clean that and not let everybody see it.
Oh, look at the beautiful wallpaper. That's beautiful. Oh, and another thing, I told him he could do reviews on stuff he buys. And a lot of times, if you do like a review video and turn it in on Amazon, if you do enough of those, they'll contact you to see if you want to do reviews on items they send you. So, like, they will send you items just so you review them. Kind of cool. Plus, you'll be getting all your hits from people watching. Nah, ain't gonna lie, it does take a really long time to get that. More work than I want to put into it. But it is possible, and it does happen. Don't think you're gonna finish this by end of stream time. No. Nope. You are always funny, Amp. Often unintentionally. That's how the Gutter Gang was born. That's true. And, you know, to me, it doesn't matter if you're a cornball, if everybody finds you offensive, if you like to get on and act like a cat, people are going to watch you. You're going to find people who will watch you. There's people out there for everybody, for everything that they want to do. There's people out there. If you want to just sit here and pick your fingernails and show them what your fingernails look like, they're going to watch that shit. I'm telling you. There's people out there, and all you got to do is find your people. We found our people. We're like family. And he'll find, no matter what he does, he'll find people that's going to watch. Plus, we're all still going to be here to support him. Like I told him, I would watch him peel potatoes, because he's our Johnny. I'll support him any way I can. Not gonna say I wouldn't be sitting there watching a crossword or doing a crossword while he's peeling potatoes, but he'd be running in the background. And I'd do the occasional comment. You know, just gotta show love. Oh, speaking of, did y'all see, which I seen it on Twitter, so, or what is it called? X. I seen it on X, so I know that doesn't mean it's true. But a lot of people are posting it, so I'm kind of thinking it is. But did you see about the pyramids in Gaza?
Landing platforms for alien spaceships.
No. They go down almost 2,000 feet. Well, actually over 2,000 feet underneath the pyramid. There's these pedestals that the pyramid's almost like setting on. There's like 8 or 9 of them, I think. And they go down over 2,000 feet down in the earth. And then underneath that, there's more stuff. And then underneath that, there's more stuff. So weird. Big Dave. Let's convince Johnny to do foot and toe videos. Then he can do YouTube and OnlyFans. Big money in those feet vids. Big Dave. What do you think I want a camera for? No, just kidding. Ain't nobody wants to see my feet. Oh, I don't want to see my feet. Them little piggies are abused. I don't like to wear shoes. These things probably walk around like hobbit feet.
Neither one of you like to wear shoes.
I don't like the
or even
shoes.
socks.
The shoes are constricting to me. And the socks make my feet sweat. I don't like that.
I mean, I don't like to wear shoes in the house, but while I'm sitting around relaxing, but I do like to have my socks on.
I don't know. The socks make my feet sweat, and then I feel like pickled pig feet, you know? I don't like sweaty feet.
Well, neither, but mine don't make mine sweat.
They do mine. Oh, you scared me. Can you see me in?
It's different. Yeah, I saw you.
Shoes are feet prisons. I know, right? Now, I'll wear flip-flops. It's just every pair of flip-flops I have, Bella has lost, or I can only find one of each, or the dogs chewed them up. And they got to be some comfy flip-flops. I don't want none of those pretty decorative flip-flops that feel like the Holland Dutch wooden shoes, you know. I don't want that crap. I want these Nike cushioned flip-flops. Those are the ones I like the most.
Well, you didn't finish up down here.
I like to travel to and fro as I'm talking. They gotta listen to me talk. I thought I'd just switch up the scenery every now and then for them. Can't torture them all at the same time with just constantly looking at the one thing.
Why not?
I don't know. As someone who studied Egyptian art, I have not heard of that. Yes, it's a new discovery. They just made it. If it's true. But it's so interesting. I can't wait to find out if it's true and what they've discovered. I only got to watch just a little bit of it before I had to stream. You wear sandals almost exclusively. I don't like how socks don't allow my toes to move. Yeah. I get that.
Y'all must wear some tight ass socks. What are you wearing baby socks? Buy you some men's socks. Some that don't squeeze
It
your
doesn't.
feet.
It doesn't matter what socks. Now there is this pair of really cozy white socks. I try to hide them from Bella. They probably need to be washed.
I don't know why she won't put socks on unless you make her.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But I only put them on until my feet feel like they're gonna start sweating or whatever, and then I'll take them off and I'll hide them over here at my desk. And then I'll put them back on again.
It's so cold. I don't know how you feet would even think about sweating.
My feet don't normally get cold.
It's cold in here. It's 69 degrees outside. Let's turn the heater on.
That's true. Probably wouldn't be so cold if I dressed my feet for sure, but I just don't. I can't. I don't like the way it feels.
Put a hat on. Keep your body temperature. Keep your body warmth inside you. You're letting your heat leak out.
Uh-huh.
You think I'm joking? I'm very serious. You put a hat on, you'll stay warmer.
I also wear men's socks. I also don't like when they pull down, so like bigger ones. Gotcha.
Oh, I don't like, I wear ankle socks. Not the ones that stop at your ankle, the ones that just kind of go up over your ankle. I don't like the socks that you can't tell you got socks on, you know, like little booties or whatever. I forget what they're called. Maybe they're called ankle socks.
I think they are.
I don't like the ones that go up on your calves. They always stretch out and just fall down.
Well, my feet and ankles swell a lot. And when I do wear socks, they cut in too. So, don't like that.
You like them socks I got you, didn't you? Little
Yes.
warm ones.
Yeah. And they make my feet sweat, though, unless it's really cold.
Well, I got them to keep your tootsies warm.
And they do a great job. And they're sweet and soft. I love that wallpaper. Oh, it's so pretty.
Bunch of heathens not wearing socks.
How am I going to get in there to clean that? Crazy town.
These rivets are kind of annoying.
Get a footed snuggly. I'm literally wearing one now. Feet are nice and cozy. They're crew socks. Oh, crew socks, yes. Footed snuggie. A footed snuggie? After 30 years of wearing military boots, then cowboy boots, my feet are mangled, so I wear loafers to save everyone from seeing them. Yeah, what is it? I can't remember what it's called. My ex-husband, his feet were gnarly. I mean, we're talking orange-toed, about an inch thick, toes ready to fall off, toenails. Just the nastiest looking things I ever seen in my life. The most hideous feet ever. They look like they've been through a wood chipper. And I can't call it even trench foot because I don't know. It's just his feet stank all the time. It was just Nasty. And he would take his socks off and they'd be wet. It just, ugh. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't like socks. I don't know. But I'm like, dude, throw that shit in the garbage. I'll buy you fresh socks daily. Don't expect me to touch them. Yeah, he definitely had trench foot. I don't, trench face, trench everything. Ugh. It was bad.
Bossy heifer time.
Sent me a DM? Yes, thank you. I'll attempt to check my DMs. I'm not really good at that either, but I will try. Bossy heifer time. You prefer over the calf socks, but in the summer you scrunch them down when I'm wearing my cargo shorts. I gotcha. You don't wear socks, they seem redundant. Shoes are bad enough. Don't. Yes, yes. My people. That's what I'm saying. I have found my people. This is the gutter gang, and the no sock gang. Yay! There's no way we're getting this sucker done, is there? Mitch, we knew that, but
How much inside you got left? A lot.
a pretty good chunk. I mean, maybe 10 minutes more, maybe, if that. How much more outside you got?
I don't know, maybe 10 minutes more, if that.
If I stopped stopping and actually worked on it, it might could go a little faster. Not saying I stopped, just not saying I didn't. I've got a bad habit. When I run my mouth, I just stand here. What's a pack of crackers? Look in that coffee cup. Oy, oy, oy. Did I get it? Nope. I mean, I guess we could finish it up. Alright, we're gonna go just a hair over, y'all. Just a hair over. Why is that not coming off? Why is that not coming off? Always gotta be difficult. Funny slipper gang, right? Exactly.
Funny slipper game.
I did just run into a chunk of really hard to clean stuff.
I think the outside may be done. As far as I can tell.
So how did you, how did your, that storage simulator go? Should I buy that? I've been thinking about it.
I kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of like a. I feel like it's going to be a little grindy to get through to the end of it, but I think I'll. I mean, probably need to watch some of it and see if it's going to be your cup of tea. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say you'd like it. I don't know for sure if you would.
I don't know. I really enjoyed that coffee cafe simulator. I may even buy the full game of that.
Oh, I thought you had the full game of it.
No, I don't want to waste the money on a game if I'm not going to play it, but that one is, I don't know, I almost feel like I'd play that one. But you know how I am, I'll buy a game with every intention of playing it, the whole thing, and then I don't, and then it's a waste. Storage Hunter Sim is a grind of a game.
Yeah, it's grindy.
But I ain't never really minded that, you know. I don't mind the grind. Games like that, you know, I don't mind. I expect to grind with those. But I want everything to be working. I don't want stuff that's janked up and not working.
The only bugs I've seen so far is putting stuff in chests. Sometimes they'll fall through the chest onto the ground, and occasionally I've had stuff get stuck in the ground where you can't. Well, I've had one thing get stuck in the ground where I couldn't get it out. Thankfully, it wasn't nothing worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I did get locked into a trade once where I couldn't bid or leave or nothing. It's kind of weird.
I don't know. I like games where you're creating something and you're selling it. And then you can use what you've created, the money from selling stuff, to buy things to better your house, your farm, your whatever, your store. Those are the kind of games I like. I like DayZ, you know, actually has some mods where you can fish or you can do gold mining. And then you can trade in the money that you've made from gold mining to buy stuff to build your base with, which, you know, if you get the mod packs, there's really nice little furniture and stuff. That's one thing that I did like about DayZ. Of course, it was just the modded crap, but it was fun nonetheless. There's just not a lot of games like that. Because it's boring. I know it's boring, but that's the kind of stuff I like. Gotta head out. It was fun too. All right, thank you for being here, sweetheart. And I'm gonna look at that DM. I am. All right, so let's start from the tippity top here. Cooker coin compartment. Cooker coin compartment. A cooker coin compartment. Maybe that's out here. Yeah, that's out here. Cooker coin compartment.
Small and tiny.
All right. Then we've got picnic teacups, 1 of 2. It's this one, something. Got it. And rocket control console chair. Rocket control console chair. Oh yeah, I didn't do the bottom of this at all. Okay. I haven't done these either, apparently. Alright, and then rocket interior paintings, 4 of 5. 4 of 5. A mouse. That's a mouse. Alright, shoveling and skirting. Alright, I will do the skirting. It's this one. And where is shoveling? Oh, shovel. Jesus. We did it! Yay! Look at us go. Look at us go. Look at us go. It did look like an egg. Oh. Nice. Alright, we are done with this one. And we have completed this DLC. Now, y'all, stay tuned because they are coming out with PowerWash Simulator 2. And I will keep y'all updated as soon as I find out anything about it. You know we're getting that crap.
And there's a paint spray simulator that a different thing is working on that looks interesting.
Nice.
Just a short demo on it.
We might have to do that demo. Haha.
Maybe good for an hour.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to do 2 demos. Maybe do a video. I've got 1 or 2 games I want to do some videos on. I was given the keys, and I just want to pay my respect, you know, and do a video or 2 on the games, on the demos, actually. So, or on the games. Anyways, yeah. So that's it. We're going to end it right here. What are you playing? You're playing the Supermarket Simulator?
Yeah, I'm going to do Supermarket Simulator.
All right. I do not have it. I don't have it for a redirect yet, but y'all, he's going to be doing that Supermarket Simulator at 2 o'clock on his channel. If you don't care, pop over there and at least show a love. And
yeah, I ain't even got it posted yet.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for being here, and we will see you all later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.